10 healthiest carbs you should be eating, according to a dietitian. When choosing which carbohydrates to eat, put these healthy complex carbs at the top of your list. Carbohydrates, even healthy carbs, have been deemed a weight gain culprit by many trendy diets. But carbohydrates are the body's primary fuel source. And by eliminating this macro from your diet, you also run the risk of feeling sluggish, having heart health challenges and even increasing your risk of certain cancers, according to a 2021 review article in Frontiers in Nutrition. So, carbohydrates are not the villainous nutrient that many people are led to believe. The key is to focus on choices that contain fiber, micronutrients and other factors that support your overall health. What are carbohydrates? Your body depends on you eating enough macronutrients to be able to function properly. And among the three macronutrients, protein, fat and carbohydrates, the body prefers to use carbohydrates as its primary fuel source. Sure, it can use protein and fat as fuel too, but the process is much less efficient than when it leans on carbs. Carbohydrates are found in a variety of foods, from whole grain bread to those tiny heart-shaped candies that you eat on Valentine's Day. And while all carbs will give your body the components it needs to make energy, not all carbs will support your health in the same way. Carbohydrates can often be differentiated by whether they're made up mostly of whole food sources or of ingredients that have been processed and refined, and many contain a mix of both. Whole food-based carbs, sometimes referred to as complex carbohydrates, are typically higher in fiber and other nutrients than refined choices. Complex carbohydrates should make up the bulk of your carb intake. Examples of these healthier carbs include whole grains, fruit with skin, vegetables, and legumes. Refined carbs, sometimes called simple carbohydrates, often consist of mostly white flour and/or sugar. Eating too many of these carbs may result in a spike in blood sugar and, oftentimes, they do not offer much in the nutrition department. Candies, cookies, white bread and soda are examples of refined carbs. While all foods can be a part of a healthy diet, as long as they are eaten in moderation, these are not considered to be the healthiest carb choices out there. How to include carbs in a healthy diet? Despite what many trendy diets suggest, carbs should be included in your diet if you are trying to support your health. The 2020 to 2025 Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends that most Americans have 45% to 65% of their total daily calories coming from carbs. So, if you are eating 2,000 calories a day, then you should be eating about 900 to 1,300 calories a day in carbs. This translates to about 225 to 325 grams of carbohydrates a day, hardly a low-carb diet. But that doesn't mean that you should down a dozen glazed donuts or guzzle a gallon of sweet tea to meet your quota. Choosing healthy, whole food carbs is essential to helping your body feel satisfied, keeping your bowel movements regular, maintaining a healthy blood sugar level, and reducing your risk of developing certain diseases. These benefits are from the fiber, antioxidants, vitamins and minerals in whole food carbs. The dietary guidelines offer some guidance when navigating carb choices. Grains, both enriched and whole grains, play a key role in healthy dietary patterns and diet quality. As such, half or more of the grain choices should be whole grains, with the remaining being from enriched sources. Generally speaking, people should aim for 6-ounce equivalents per day of grains. Fruit, rich in important nutrients, 2 servings of fruit should be eaten every day. Fruit can be consumed in its fresh form, but it can also be enjoyed in other forms, like frozen and dried, as long as sugar, salt and other ingredients are not included. Vegetables, 2½ cups of vegetables should be consumed every day. While non-starchy veggies should make up the bulk of the vegetable choices in a diet, starchy vegetables, beans, peas and lentils are an important part of a balanced diet as well. Dairy, 3 dairy cup equivalents should be eaten every day according to the guidelines. While not all dairy foods are rich in carbohydrates, foods like milk and yogurt contain lactose and, therefore, are considered a carbohydrate. Foods with added sugars, foods and beverages high in calories from added sugars should be limited. This includes candies, cakes, sodas and other sweet treats. 10 Healthiest Carbs. There are lots of carbohydrate-containing foods out there. But among all the choices, some are healthier than others. Here are 10 that get accolades in the nutrition department. Quinoa. This trendy side is technically not a grain, it's a seed. But since it's served as a side dish or a base for grain bowls like many other grains, it's classified as such. Quinoa contains natural carbohydrates along with satisfying fiber and good-for-you antioxidants. Fun fact, quinoa is also one of several plant-based complete protein sources, along with soy, chia seeds, hemp seeds and buckwheat. Try this grain in our chickpea and quinoa bowl with roasted red pepper sauce, our slow cooker black bean and quinoa bowl or our quinoa and chia oatmeal mix. Oats. Starting your day with a bowl of cozy oatmeal can help you get your healthy carb quota in a satisfyingly healthy way. Oats naturally contain carbohydrates along with both soluble and insoluble fiber to support many factors of our health. Of the fibers found in oats, beta-glucan is an important one. It has proven cholesterol-lowering and anti-diabetes effects, per a 2021 review in the journal Foods. From apple cinnamon overnight oats to rhubarb oat muffins, the ways to include oats in your diet are numerous. Strawberries. Naturally sweet and low in calories, strawberries are a fantastic fruit to help satisfy your sweet tooth. Candy is often loaded with added sugars, so opting for this fruit instead of gummy worms or lollipops will not only give your body natural carbs with no added sugar, but it will also provide beneficial antioxidants and nutrients like potassium, folate and fiber. That said, sometimes you just need some real candy, which we totally get. But if you're looking for that sweet treat and want to keep it on the healthier side, try making chocolate-covered strawberries or strawberries and cream pops. Black beans. Beans are a fantastic healthy carb choice. Not only do they contain fiber and protein to help keep you full, but they also contain 20 g of carbs per 1/2 cup serving. Opting for darker beans, like black beans and red kidney beans, may result in lower LDL, bad cholesterol concentrations after a meal and support healthy blood pressure, according to a 2021 study in Nutrition, Metabolism and Cardiovascular Diseases. Our black bean quinoa bowl combines two of our top carbs for a healthy, tasty, easy weeknight meal. Or simply toss black beans into your salads for an extra protein and fiber kick. Pasta. You may be surprised that pasta can be part of a healthy diet thanks to its fiber and protein content, as well as the fact that it contains no added salt or sugar. Focus on sticking to appropriate portion sizes and combining the pasta with vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats and other good-for-you additions. Pasta is unique because its protein structure is digested more slowly, unlike many other refined grains that can contribute to a blood sugar spike. According to a 2019 study published in BMJ Nutrition, Prevention and Health, higher pasta consumption, just over 3 servings per week, was associated with a lower risk of heart disease and stroke among postmenopausal women. And a 2020 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that including pasta in a diet is associated with better diet quality versus pasta-free diets. Try out our high-protein pasta recipes when you're craving pasta and want to add some satisfying whole grains and protein to your plate. Lentils. Lentils are a carb source that is also chock full of other important nutrients like protein and fiber. These little legumes are also a natural source of iron, magnesium, vitamin B6 and lots of other important nutrients, and they are super versatile. For a filling, tasty lentil dish, try our Shorbet Ads, Egyptian lentil soup. Milk. There aren't many things that are as satisfying as an ice-cold glass of milk. And since milk naturally contains carbohydrates along with protein and important vitamins and minerals like calcium and magnesium, a glass of this classic beverage is one of the healthiest carb sources you can find. When choosing your milk, keep in mind that many flavored kinds of milk contain added sugars, which can contribute to a spike in blood sugar and provide empty calories. Classic white milk is your best bet when including milk in your healthy diet. Soy milk comes in second, as it contains a similar nutrition profile. Other milk alternatives, like almond milk and oat milk, also contain nutrients like calcium and vitamin D but are often much lower in calories, carbs, fat and protein. Sorghum. Sorghum is an ancient grain that is a popular staple in parts of Africa and Australia, but it's consumed in other parts of the world, too. Like quinoa, sorghum naturally contains fiber and antioxidants and is gluten-free. Sorghum makes for a great side dish or an addition to soups. Or try swapping the grains in our healthy grain salad recipes for sorghum. For a fun twist on a classic snack, pop uncooked sorghum as you would do with popcorn kernels and enjoy the little noshes that won't get stuck in your teeth. Pears. Pears, or any whole fruit, make a perfectly portable carbohydrate source that takes the guesswork out of calculating serving sizes. Eating fruits like pears gives your body a boost of natural carbohydrates along with fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. If you are looking for something beyond a plain piece of fruit, try roasted pears with brie and pistachios for a healthy snack or dessert. Sweet potatoes. Believe it or not, all potatoes are great additions to a healthy diet, as long as they are not fried or loaded with added salt, sugar or other ingredients that should be limited. Sweet potatoes, in particular, are jam-packed with beta-carotene, which can support a healthy immune system. From oven-baked sweet potato fries to sloppy Joe stuffed sweet potatoes, it isn't hard to find ways to include this sensational spud in your healthy diet. The bottom line. Carbohydrates are not the nutritional villains many try to make them out to be. With that said, the type of carbs you choose can make a big difference in your health and how you feel. Choose complex carbohydrates that are filled with fiber and nutrients, and spread them throughout the day to keep your energy and mood up.